Coming to you live from the Verge Studios in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, it is Verge of Sanity Radio.
Oh, I missed that intro. That's my favorite intro for the show. Mostly because I literally spent almost like 2.5 hours making that intro for
I've
the
never
show.
heard it.
That's because I couldn't find it for a while on the computer here.
Ah,
But I found it. So now everything is all well and good with the world and right with the universe. But welcome, everybody, to Verge of Sanity Radio. I still, every once in a while, mix up and accidentally go, puh, and then stop myself. Power Verge of Sanity.
Verge of Sanity Radio.
Yes. But everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking us out today. It is greatly appreciated that you are joining us on this wonderful Saturday.
All three of you, we do appreciate it greatly.
Yeah. As of right now, nothing, but we did just get on the air. And we are giving away
Lots of free stuff.
Well, the free stuff is done on
Lots of free stuff.
Which we'll announce at a later date or a later time.
We've got signed photos of nude prints.
God damn it. Yeah, that's still happening. The signed nude prints.
We have Lynn in a bikini. Yeah. Not right now. He's not in a bikini right now, but later on in the show, if we can get two call-ins, Lynn is going to post a Vine in a string thong bikini with polka dots, okay? And now don't cut me out.
I'm not.
Don't take me off the microphone.
I'll turn the other mic on.
Don't Roddy Piper me. Don't you dare. Don't
Roddy.
Hey. Boom, boom, boom.
But yeah, we have tickets to go today. We have 2 pairs of tickets to go see Motorhead. The show is September 22nd at the TLA, and then the next day apparently is another one of those Armageddon predictions. People saying world's going to end on 23rd, which makes a lot of sense, being Lemmy is God. So Lemmy being God coming to Philly the day before, and the same month as the Pope. The Pope comes to Philly, and then God comes to Philly. That's amazing.
I'm pretty sure that's considered blasphemy.
I think it is.
In like every religion.
What is?
That you call a man God.
Well, it's a quote from a movie called It's Airheads.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah, who would fight Lemmy or God?
It's still blasphemy.
Lemmy, God, trick question.
Same
Lemmy
person.
is God. And that was Hal Ramis. That was the lawyer, or the cop in that scene. I miss Hal Ramis. I miss him. Egon, but not forgotten. We didn't get to do a show this past Saturday because I was down in Maryland. I was at a wedding that I remember most of.
That's good.
The wedding. and things before and after.
Little hazy.
I not even a little
Not
hazy.
sure why you woke up at an IHOP with a Mexican midget wearing a polka dotted bikini that you're going to use in a Vine later, right?
Sure.
When we get 2 call-ins. It's a string polka dotted bikini.
Now it's polka dotted?
It's the itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that he's going to wear on Vine today.
For the first time.
No, on Vine.
On Vine
We're going to
today.
Vine this. We're gonna show that flabby ass of yours all over the internet. It's going to be great. 2 call-ins. 2 call-ins to get it to happen. 4 call-ins to prevent it. Okay? So if you
well, the
want
worst part about it
is
is that if we have 2 pairs of tickets to give away for Motorhead, which means there will be most likely 2 call-ins today to get. What the hell was that?
there was a beep.
Oh, that was the computer screen. Yeah.
Did we get censored?
No, we didn't get censored. That was
You can't censor me.
But yeah, so that's all the stuff we have for today. But as I said, we didn't do a show this past weekend because of the wedding I was at. But I do have to, and fucking sad, it's been a year. It's been a year since Robin Williams died.
Has it been that long?
Yes, it was August. It was actually, yeah. It's been a year.
It feels like only yesterday.
It does, and it's a shame. And I saw the people post up about it, whatnot. My daughter shared a picture. I think you shared the same one of him. It's a drawing of him like in front of a dressing room mirror, and around the mirror is all the masks of the characters that he's played: Genie, Mork,
that's creepy.
Bicentennial Man, the whole 9.
Considering they all look like him, that's creepy.
That's it.
It's just like pictures of his face.
Jumanji's in the background.
Yeah. Oh man! Again, still, someone roll a 5 or an 8, and that's all we need. Roll a 5 or an 8, and
It's been a year and no one's rolled it yet.
yeah, I know that's bullshit. Roll the 5 or the 8, and bring that funny bastard back. That's he's in the jungle right now. He's not dead. He's in the jungle waiting, and they're gonna.
Are you Jumanjiing it right now?
Yeah, I am. And because
great movie, horrible board game.
I'm going to segue that into the fact that
I hate those fucking things. All those fat people riding them.
I'm gonna
fucking mall cops.
Well, not that kind of segue. It's I'm gonna use it to segue into that they are remaking Jumanji.
We got another beep.
They're turning up.
You can keep it on. I mean, maybe it's hits. We don't know these things.
No, it's not. It's comments on a post on Facebook.
That's cool. Put the comments up. Talk about comments.
It's nothing commenting on our post.
Talk about condoms. I mean, whatever.
It's a post that
You want to talk about safe sex? I'm your guy. Don't have it.
It's
best way to prevent all STDs, including the biggest STD, which is pregnancy. Just don't have sex. You could do other things.
Yeah, play Parcheesi.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about just throwing your chick on a Sybian and just throwing your dick in her mouth. I don't know, whatever you're into. If you want to play Parcheesi, whatever gets you off, Lynn.
Yeah, they're remaking Jumanji. It was announced
all female cast.
But yeah, they're making it. It's I think it's 2017. It comes out. They're making Jumanji, and I'm not okay with that because there's certain movies I don't think you should touch. Jumanji's one, not because of Rob Williams or anything like that. I think it is. I think it was a very good.
If Pierce Brosnan played the guy in Jumanji, you'd be like, Jesus Christ, just please remake it.
Which guy? Oh yeah. If you played
Rob Williams' character, you'd be like, this movie was garbage and it needs to be remade.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's one of those things, but there's certain movies I don't think should. I have a whole fucking list of them,
and they've all been remade.
No, they haven't.
Not yet.
Jaws has not yet. But it's been circulating for years that they were trying to do a remake.
Be remade.
I don't think it should.
But here you go. Instead of a shark. Instead of a shark.
What is it, Jimmy?
We've done snakes. We've done lizards. We've done
Sharknadoes.
We've done Sharknadoes. We've done what else? We've done piranhas. We've done anacondas. What we need to do is pandas.
Pandas.
Okay, pandas.
Jaws 5, Shanghai.
Jaws 5, Shanghai when pandas attack.
Shanghai.
Have you ever seen a panda? They're real docile creatures until you try to take their fucking bamboo.
Like, so go figure. Samantha's not here today. She can't go on Twitter and hashtag Shanghai.
Shanghai when pandas attack.
Or son of a bitch, man.
Ooh.
Hold on. Wait, real quick. Did you drink your big cup of dick juice again today?
No big dick juice today. It's just little dick.
And little dick juice.
Little dick juice.
Right now, she's totally confused. That's amazing.
Well, you gotta follow us on a Verge of Sanity Radio via Twitter or Facebook to get these wonderful hashtags.
Yeah,
just spew out of my mouth.
It was Jimmy last week. He was in rare form when we were in studio. We weren't here. We were in the studio down, like 2 studios down from us. So
we thought it was D, but it wasn't the D. We weren't in the D.
We weren't in the D. It was actually what? It was C.
We were in the C.
And
deep in the sea.
And he was in very...
They were pandas.
He was in very rare form. And he was like, I'm sorry. I just drank a big big cup of dick juice before I came in today. And it was great. It was rare. Jimmy in very rare form. I thought it was the debut, but it wasn't the debut.
No, we weren't going to do the debut. I don't know where he's at. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We have a new person coming on the show, and I mean, I figure we'll just talk about it a little bit.
We could. I don't like him. I don't like him that much. He's me turned up to like 11. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
He's I think it's because he's impotent. He just, I don't know. He's just a weird kind of guy. He makes fun of everybody. I think it's because he was never held enough as a child. I really think it was.
He wasn't hugged.
He wasn't hugged enough. And he goes on about being a global icon, a national treasure, and all this shit. He says he's got a picture with himself and the Pope. I don't know. I guess he was in Philly. I don't know these things. It's not mine to judge.
His name is K.
His name is K. His name is K. Fabe.
Yeah, K. Fabe, and
he just got back apparently from like Taiwan or something, doing a new movie about pandas. I don't know. But he's kind of a dick.
All right. Well, I mean,
hopefully one day he'll decide to show up. I mean, he's the only guy you're fucking paying.
I'm not paying anybody. I'm paying myself. But real quick, to get all the plugs out of the way, we have a lot of... Wow, that was shit. We have a lot of plugs to get out of the way, so I want to do them now.
Butt plugs,
October
beads.
October 24th. Oh, God damn, it's 24th. Fuck, this is going to be horrible for me to do this. October 24th in Manahawkin, New Jersey, at the Manahawkin Elks Lodge. It is SWF Live presents Vendetta. The main event of that show will be the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobs and Joe Skaggs against Greg the Hammer Valentine and Andrew the Reinforcer Anderson, who's actually
is that Arn's kid?
No, it's actually Valentine's kid.
Oh,
and Justin Credible is going to be there. You know, so many wrestling icons are going to be there, and tickets are only $10.
$10.
$10.
You can't even get a cheesesteak for $10.
You can't.
That's a great deal.
And now again to go into where I was saying this is going to be horrible. If you can't get the Manahawkin on Friday the 24th, what you can do is you can go to Woodbury, New Jersey on the 25th and go see CZW. And the event is, give me just a second here while I pull up all the crap here. There it is. Is the Maven Bentley Association presents Memory Remains. It is an Alzheimer's benefit. And so far, there actually have been no matches announced for the show just yet. But again, tickets it's a $10 donation. We're going to be there. We have a lot of stuff we're going to be raffling off for Alzheimer's. I don't want to say what it is just yet until I get the
confirmation
and verbal. So, well, actually, no, we have the two things. We have one of them. We have one of them I can announce right now.
Lynn address.
Not me an address. One of the things we're raffling off for Alzheimer's, and this is something we've never been able to do before, but hopefully we'll do it a bit more as the months progress. We have a gift certificate good for 4 tickets to any Live Nation concert. So not just the TLA or the E Factory, but we're talking Susquehanna Bank Center. We're talking any major venue that's not the Wells Fargo complex because they're done through Comcast Tix. But any Live Nation show, 4 tickets, and it's a raffle prize.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. And we have a couple other things we're going to be announcing.
That's not a $5 foot long. That is not a $5 foot long.
Jared, but there is, so that's we're gonna also to plug as well. CZW returns to the Flyers Skate Zone on Saturday, September 12th for a deadly doubleheader. Is WSU Excellence starting at 4 p.m. and then CZW Down with the Sickness on at 8 p.m. And the matches announced for that show is Greg Excellent versus I believe Greg Excellent versus Maya Yim. It's an intergender match. And then you have Team TV Ready, which is Black Jeans and Pepper Parks taking on a team with the greatest name ever, the Bulldozios, which is the current CZW World Champion Matt Tremont and former World Champion Nico Sozio. And then you have Mike Bailey and AR Fox for the Chris Cash Memorial Ladder match. And then finally you have the Amazing Gulaks, Drew and Rory Gulak taking on Team MOH, which is the returning Biff Busick, and of course the king of everything in CZW, Nick Gage. So there's your 4 matches announced for CZW Down with the Sickness. Tickets available at czwrestling.com or at the door. And the event is taking place again at the Flyer Skate Zone, 601 Laurel Oak Road in Voorhees, New Jersey. So those are all my plugs I got to get out of the way.
So real quick, the date on the 24th, what is that?
That is SWF Live Vendetta.
All right, SWF Live Vendetta.
Yes.
Okay. Tickets are $10?
Yes.
Okay, tickets are $10.
I'm sorry, no.
You're lying.
I got it incorrect. The tickets for that one are 20.
All right, so
the $10 donation is for the CZW.
So tickets for that are $20. So you can get a cheesesteak for $20. Okay, but you should still go to this because I'm pretty sure there'll be cheesesteaks there. We don't know these things. We don't know their life. Okay, but you should go to that, help support us, and then the next day, you should come to Woodbury, New Jersey for the Alzheimer's event because that's just a $10 donation.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a donation. You can write it off on your taxes. We're going to be doing raffles. It's going to be fun.
There's going to be pizza.
Lynn's going to be in a Harlequin outfit.
What the fuck?
It's going to be great.
Why am I in all the different clothing?
Because you fired Ian.
Because I fired. That chair looks so empty there.
Because you fired Ian, you now have to wear all the dresses.
You wanted to fire Ian. I remember we had the conversation. You said you're going to take him out to get a beer for helping him move. No. And then been, oh, by the way, you're fired. And then you run.
Fired, and then I would run away. But that's,
You're fired.
I need to set this up because people want to see it. They don't want to see me in one. They know I have legs like an Adonis, okay? Nobody wants to see me. They want to see soft, shitty, cellulite-ridden thighs, okay, on a man with little bush hair hanging out. I trim. I don't have this stuff. Okay, I'm trying to help you out and try to solve the fans' problem, okay?
Solve the fans' problems?
I'm trying to solve the fans' problems because a lot of people are body conscious.
I have somebody that I can suggest to wear a dress, but I don't think he would do it. Or a bikini. Greg Excellent.
He'd probably do it.
Yeah.
All right. So Greg,
let's put Greg. Reach out to Greg. Greg.
So this is what we'll do. We'll do
We're going to reach out to Greg and see if he'll wear a polka dot bikini for Alzheimer's.
All right. If we can raise, I don't know. Let's pull a number out of our asses. I don't know. $571. Okay, at the Alzheimer's event. Okay, if we can raise $571 and we can talk him into this, that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Anything more, no. No, we don't.
So exactly
$571. If it's $572, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no Greg in a dress.
Actually, it probably will.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll wear a dress if we can raise $700 and you get to see my fucking lovely legs. Okay, my legs put supermodels to shame.
I don't think they do.
Dude, I have sexy legs. I don't have an ass anymore, but I got sexy legs. I put little butt pads in there. We're good to go.
All right, so the internet was ablaze with fury and anger and everything because of a comedian made an off-color joke about Caitlyn Jenner. And the internet went fucking ape shit. The comedian was Bill Burr. Now, Bill Burr is a very, very funny comic, and
he's a shock comic.
Yeah, he's one of those guys like a Jim Jeffries and like a Andrew Dice Clay, something like that, where they say shit, but what he said was not horrible. It was very, very true. And I actually have the clip here to play. It was him and Conan. This was a couple days ago, talking about the transition of
That's what killed me when Bruce became Caitlyn. That was like a national news story, like at a ridiculous level.
Right.
There's like baby seals washing up on the beach because there's no fish left, and they're talking to this lady, you know, like, so Bruce, are you gonna go? Can your Olympic back handle a D cup, or are you gonna go with like something a little more perky? No, I'm not being a jerk. I'm not saying that in
That wasn't
bad
bad.
way.
Yeah,
I'm just
bad.
saying. I miss that guy. I miss him already. He should have told us. He should have given us a chance to say goodbye. I watched him on the Olympics. I watched him on Chips. I watched him on that horrible show my wife watched where he just walks around in the background. And nobody listened to him. It was so sad. And then, I don't know, out of nowhere. It's just, he just, all of a sudden, he's Caitlyn. Then you couldn't react. You couldn't on any level be like, oh my God, you know, what the F? On any level, you couldn't say that, or you automatically homophobic. It's like, dude, I didn't hear your inner thoughts. I didn't know what you were doing. All of a sudden, you're supposed to... Dude, you shave your beard off. People are like, oh my God, that's your chin? Wow. This guy walked out a dude, came back a woman. You're just supposed to be like, oh yes, anyways, Caitlyn, that's all I was saying. You know, this housing crisis. I think the bubble's creating again. It's just... God bless him. God bless her. Sorry, they really freak out about the pronouns too.
Yeah, yeah.
You say God bless him, and they're like, her.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that was what the internet went batshit crazy about. That they were, because a comic used a bit from his current stand-up tour to promote his current stand-up tour about Caitlyn Jenner. And what he said was very true. Like, if you had any reaction other than "good for you," you were immediately like blasted for being, anti-transgender or homophobic or whatever it was. And again, the him and her thing. That's another thing I saw on Facebook too. Some of those people being dicks. I'm gonna call him a him forever. Don't be that douchebag.
Yeah, but
that's if you slip up. If you say, "Oh, it's good what he did," again, people would, what she did. No, you have to let my brain process what's going on before I can change the pronoun that I use to describe this person.
Yeah, and I mean someone like, well, I guess Caitlyn,
who went from Wheaties to Fruity Pebbles.
Well, Olympic icon,
Olympic hero,
and
it's true.
It really is.
It's damn true.
And then the transition, and I mean, for whatever purpose, whatever reason, good. Congratulations, you did something that, whatever.
And they wanted to take away the Olympic medals from her.
Yeah,
because whatever. And it's my buddy put it best: from the year he was born until 2015. Bruce.
Yeah.
From 2015 on, Caitlyn.
Yeah.
There's no need to go back 30 years and go, well, because of this now, we're going to take away what you won 30 years ago.
Well, because the thing was, she said that she's always been a woman.
Yeah. But
whatever. I don't care. But let's face it, she was a man.
Yeah.
And she won those gold medals.
Exactly.
Whatever. And we all know that men are stronger than women. So if she was a woman IRL, she wouldn't have won those gold medals. She was a man.
I like how you use the terminology IRL.
Damn right. We are all in a text. I'm only kidding. I do not think women are weaker than men. I just want to point that out there. I just said it for funnies. No, I mean, she won the medals.
Yes.
Keep the medals. Do what you got to do. Become a Victoria's Secret model. Whatever.
No.
I don't care. You know what's funny? When her debut, a friend of mine was
on the Vanity Fair thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. She used to be a dude, became a woman, and still looks better than the rest of the Kardashians.
Well,
and she had
because one of them's dad's O.J. Simpson, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, she had more work done than most of the Kardashians, and yet still looks better. Looks more like a woman as a former man than the women do as a woman.
But it was a friend of mine. She was talking with her boyfriend and like looked through the cover of Vanity Fair and was like, "Hey, do you think that this girl's attractive to be on the cover of Vanity Fair?" And he was like, "Well," and like looked through like the spread shot of her and was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, she's kind of attractive. She's really attractive. She's
a dude.
She's just got She's just got RBF, and that's when I learned about the term RBF, and it applies everywhere." So she was like, "Really? Because that's Bruce Jenner." And he was like, "Oh God, no, man!" And I was like, "What? Good for her, you know, whatever."
Yeah. I mean, if a dude can look at it without knowing it's Bruce Jenner and go, "Wow, that's a very beautiful woman," and then someone's like, "Oh yeah, really? Well, guess what? I'm gonna burst your bubble right now. You ready?" Bruce Jenner. Oh, damn it!
So yeah,
I'm gay now.
So yeah, I mean, good for her.
I mean, it's one of those things, right? I just want to bring that up because we live in such a PC country now.
We do.
Where you can't make these jokes. Years ago, George Carlin had a bit on rape. And, you know, his thing was, you know, you can't joke about rape. Rape's not funny. And so, fuck you. I think it's hilarious. And he's out proved it's funny. Picture Porky Pig raping Elmer Fudd. And then he goes in this whole thing, like, you know, that's why they call him Porky. And all. And you cannot get away with that kind of bit.
No.
Now, Louis C.K. had a bit that involved the word faggot, the word cunt, and another word that I won't say on the radio. But it begins with an N. And,
nice guy.
And he was talking about like when you know, that he hates the N-word. And he goes, not the actual word. I hate the N-word. Like when a newscaster comes on TV and just says the N-word. He's like, that's just white people getting away with saying the actual word. He's like, that's all that is. And again, that's one of those things where you would not be able to do that in 2015.
Well, you would. You just, you know, unfortunately, and this is going to come off.
Look at Dukes of Hazzard.
Ridiculously racist.
Look at Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard's
you
off
can
the
say
air
whatever
because of
you could say
flag.
You could say whatever you want as long as you're not white. And
that's
a scary thing.
It is. That,
you know,
that's an unfortunate truth that we live in right now.
And it's not a problem. I mean, there were things that white people did in the past that were extremely fucked up, you know, but that's done. I've never done anything like that, you know, and there's a difference. There's a difference between being racist and then there's a difference in, you know, having an opinion.
My mom's at Weber's right now having a burger. I'm here.
So I mean, and a lot of people toss around the term racist and they don't even know the actual definition.
Yeah.
Racism is the belief that one race is better than another because of the color of their skin. It's not about hating a race. It's about believing that you are better because of the color of your skin. Okay. If you go off and you say a stereotype, that's a stereotype.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. White people smell like cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wet dogs. You know, I like how you went right for the white stereotypes.
Well, yeah. But I mean, if
because anything else, we're off the air.
Well, no, my big thing is if you can't make fun of your own race, you shouldn't be able to make fun of your others. I mean, let's face it, we have all the serial killers.
We do.
There was one that broke the mold, the DC sniper. Nobody saw that shit coming.
No, but yeah, you're right. Every serial killer that has ever been caught has always been a white dude. You know, Dylan Roof, Jesus Christ, he's whiter than white. He is the definition of white at that point. And then there was the Colorado dude, the shooting in Colorado theater. Dahmer, white. Gacy, white. Fucking Ed Gein, white. Every nutball that this country's ever created has been a white dude. It's horrible PR for us.
No, I mean, it is. But then you sit there and it's what's wrong with the country. It's just people just don't get it.
No.
Like, just let it go. Let it be easy. You can't do or say anything in this country anymore without it be considered hurtful, hateful, or racist.
Exactly. And you look at like the Confederate flag thing with with Dukes of Hazzard and the whole 9 yards. Now again, I will never say, if it's a state building, I don't care.
Absolutely not. It shouldn't be flying.
I don't care about a state building,
public,
but to
government.
but oh, now we got to recall Dukes of Hazzard toys because of the Confederate flag. Now the show's off the air. Are you kidding me? Sanford and Son and All in the Family were the most racist TV shows, and they're still airing reruns to this day.
Oh, All in the Family was extremely, but I mean,
yeah.
But if you watch All in the Family and you watch it for what it is, it's actually his transition.
Yeah,
it's actually Archie Bunker's
it's a transition from being a hateful bigot
to his best friend being George Jefferson.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the Jeffersons, even that was a bad, horrible show.
Well, there was 2 instances. Well, there's a bunch of instances on
All in the Family.
All in the Family. But my 3 favorite ones was one where who played the daughter's boyfriend, Rob Reiner. When Rob Reiner, a much thinner Rob Reiner, and he's talking about his friends coming over to the house, and Archie thought that his friend was gay. So he's just making fun of gay people. He comes in here just floating around and the whole 9 yards, and you know he wears glasses and this that. And he goes, "What are you saying, Archie? The guys with glasses are gay?" He goes, "No, a guy who wears glasses is a 4 eyes. A guy who's a fag is a fag." And that was, and I was like, "That's hilarious." Just coming from that context with the whole thing, and then he's closed the whole thing with that horrible prejudiced remark. But then the other 2 was the episode where Sammy Davis Jr. kissed Archie on the cheek. That wasn't supposed to happen. When they filmed it, it was always in front of a live audience. So when they went to do the picture scene where in the picture of Sammy Davis, and when he leaned and kissed Archie on the cheek, that wasn't in the script. He just chose to do it. And the reaction that you see in Archie's face and the crowd reaction is legitimate shock that it happened. And then my 3rd favorite one, again, and it was one of the most racial things ever said on the show, was Jefferson came in dressed as Santa Claus. Came to Archie dressed as Santa Claus, and Archie looked at him and he looked at Edith and he goes, "Look at Edith, there's Mr. Jefferson dressed up like a famous white guy." And I was like, you could not get away with that if that show was pitched to a network in 2015.
No.
And it was just and even I'm pissed now, brain fart. Family Guy. Family Guy is loosely based on the Family, not in the context of like race, but pushing the line, and having the fat Boston husband and the annoying Boston wife, and you know I just love that kind of humor, and it's slowly being sucked out of everything.
Well, it's one of those
when you push a line, it gives you good ratings.
It's not just about
that's why Zimbabwe was listening to us for a long time when we were in Potomatic.
But no, like and like I said, my biggest issue is we are so oversaturated. We and I mean these issues have probably been around for the longest, but we are more connected today than we were 20 years ago. You know, so when these things were non-issues before, you know, you have a very big vocal minority. And I'm saying the internet is a vocal minority because there's a lot of people that are on the internet that aren't on the internet that just keep their fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
Like me, I don't bitch about shit on Facebook anymore. That's why I'm not on there, because it's all negativity. I don't want to see negativity. I want to see going out to a party Friday night, rip my pants. Oh shit. I want to see stuff like that. All right. I don't want to see about how the Palmia flag is racist. I don't want to see.
Oh yeah,
stuff
that was
like
bullshit. That's one of those things where I saw that and I was just like,
I don't want to see those kinds of things. I want it to be happy. People need to just let things go and just be real with each other. Yeah. Not try to be overly sensitive with one aspect and then have another aspect of it be a complete extreme. You know, just breathe a little bit. Realize that there aren't that many people that feel this way. It's just there's a vocal minority of people, and they're the only people that are talking.
Exactly.
You know, I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm crazy.
You are, but still. What we're going to do, we're going to take a break. I mean, we've kind of stopped doing music breaks. I kind of like that. Kind of like where we kind of, bounce shit off here and there.
And we segue.
Into
on
certain
our fat,
things.
shitty things that get us through them all.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a music break because I want to break up the monotony of this discussion, and then come back. Our friends at Bad Lip Reading did something. I'm going to play just a little bit of it, because it is like a 6-minute long video. So I'm going to play a little bit of it. And then, do you have a 10 count for today or no?
No.
No? All right. Well,
I wasn't even supposed to be here.
That's
I had
true.
to punch a nun and I had to blow a badger.
I forgot. Yeah, you had to punch a nun and blow a badger and something to Jared that you want to tell us.
Whoa, listen now.
And then
show him my $5 footlong.
And then what we're going to do is I'll find some kind of top 10 list somewhere. Actually, I have one. It was and we'll let people voice on Facebook once the show's over what theirs is. But I found a list that was the top 10 moments that made wrestling fans cry, like legitimately tear up and cry. And I was going through the list. It was after Piper died that they put this list out. Piper was on the list because it was made prior to him passing away. But some of the stuff on there, I was like, yeah, most of that stuff that's on this list, choked me up a little bit. So we're going to do that. But I'm going to play new music. Yesterday, Disturbed's new album, Immortalized, hit the internet stores and the if you're like me and you like to buy CDs, you can. It's on sale anywhere. It's called Immortalized. It's a fantastic album. If you want to go see them in Philadelphia on April 26th at the TLA, you're screwed. The tickets sold out in 0.2 seconds yesterday, so you can't get tickets. But we might be able to work something around that. April. It's April. And the tickets sold out in 0.2
it's the TLA.
seconds.
It's TLA, right?
It's TLA, yeah.
So wait a minute. So if it's the TLA, what about that raffle?
That's true. If you want to go see Disturbed on April, we have 4 tickets. You can use them for fucking Disturbed. That is, yes. Thank you, Jimmy. I didn't even think.
High five.
Having the high fiving in here is
high
very
five.
difficult.
High five again. Yay.
But this song is called "What Are You Waiting For?" This is brand new music off the Disturbed
album.
Is
this a cover of Taylor Swift?
It is not. But this is off the album Immortalized, which is out now in stores. This is "What Are You Waiting For?" Back in just a little bit here on Verge of Sanity Radio. Bye.
Challenge in my life, and I have never won the lie. what you waiting for? Tell me what you waiting for. Don't stand by and deny it. So what you waiting for? Tell me what you waiting for. Break new ground and defy it. To let the world outside leave you guarded and alone. So what you waiting for? Tell me what you waiting for. Let them all be reminded. So what you waiting for? So what you waiting for?
So there it is. Brand new music from Disturbed. And the song's called What Are You Waiting For? It's off the new album called Immortalized. You can buy it iTunes, Amazon, Google Play Music. Anywhere you want to buy music, grab it. And
buy the album though, because that's better.
Yeah, buy the album. And
get something tangible.
If you want to go see Disturbed, tickets are sold out. But we have your chance to get tickets to go see Disturbed.
We do, because the raffle
on October 25th in Woodbury, New Jersey, at CZW. The Memory Remains. It's an Alzheimer's benefit event. $10 donation gets you in the door for a phenomenal day of wrestling. And we are raffling off 4 tickets to any show at Live Nation, which means if you win that raffle, you can go see Disturbed. You have 4 tickets to go see Disturbed. You can't beat that. You can't. It's impossible.
You can't teach that. Oh, sorry, wrong.
I hope they call the main roster soon.
No, because they need a tag team division.
That's true. Yeah.
Vince doesn't like tag teams.
They don't. He doesn't. You're right.
He absolutely hates them. That's why they start getting traction like they are now. And then for SummerSlam, we're going to do a 4-way tag team championship match because we have no idea what to do with you people.
Exactly.
You people. We have the most racist, the most racial, because we're going to use the correct terminology.
Yeah.
Faction the WWE has ever slapped together in a New Day, versus the PTP, Primetime Players. And then who else is it? It's Los Matadors.
I think so, yeah.
And Sin Cara and what's his name? The Lucha Dragons. Really, that was at the last pay-per-view. That was an Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
We saw that shit don't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. It is what it is. It's gonna be a good card. I can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely gonna be, an interesting.
I'm just happy
event.
to see Dolph.
All right, so this is done in video form.
We're gonna post a link.
We're gonna post a link for you to watch it yourself. But no, this is the top 10 thing I was telling you about.
Oh,
the top
I thought
10
you were
moments
talking about the bad lip reading thing.
No, not that. No. But and again, I'll post the link for this as well. When we're done the show here. But this was a thing that I saw. It was top 10 moments that made wrestling fans cry, and it was definitely. Here's my sound.
Career and the phrase involving Heidenreich. WWE's adult fans are a jaded lot, often championing villains.
And it's gonna fucking freeze up. You know what? I'm not gonna watch it through this website. I'm gonna watch the other one. The best part about that video is that there's a part in it where it states, the one thing that makes fans cry is any sentence that involves Heidenreich. Remember Heidenreich?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, I think you're on your wrestling break at that point in time. Heidenreich was a horrible idea, and he was part of the new LOD.
Okay.
Well, it was Animal. It was
Lords of Dogtown.
The Lords of Dogtown. But yeah, so here's the
There aren't many things that can make a wrestling fan cry, with the exception of Damien Sandow's career and the phrase involving Heidenreich. WWE's adult fans are a jaded lot, often championing villains over faces and rejecting sincerity like it's bad scampi. But there are
we'll pause after each one they mention to discuss them for at least for a couple seconds.
Some moments where WWE has melted even the most calloused heart. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com.
Hi, Adam.
And with a single tear running down my cheek, these are 10 WWE moments that made the fans cry. Number 10, Edge retires.
That was
right before I started
When
watching
the rated R
wrestling.
superstar
Was it
became
really?
retired
Yep.
R superstar,
Did
fans were shocked.
you ever watch
As
his
very little
speech?
comment,
Oh, yeah.
no warm
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It
On
was-
the WWE Network, which you can get for the low price of $9.99. Vince, call me.
Or free, like every month.
Or
because
free
they
every
keep-
month.
because they keep giving it for free.
10-minute speech during which he thanked Christian, his best friend,
Like, this was like-
27 years for helping him come to terms
This
with
was
it all,
definitely
and went
one
through
of those
the
like
short
moments where
list
it's
of his
like,
career, from bruise to flash photography
damn.
to live sex celebrations. As the crowd took to their feet to give him
Yeah,
a
I
thunderous
mean,
standing ovation, men
to have his
around the
career
world
end
went a
so
bit
early
quiet,
was
then
pretty-
went like,
Yeah, it's
Pretty
clear.
sad.
It's allergies. It's allergies. You know, it's nothing. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Number 9, Jerry Lawler's heart attack.
That
Oh.
was
What you
that
like
was
about
a
Michael Cole,
scary,
That was
people
real.
do in capital letters,
Scary.
words that would terrify a docker.
Scary.
He handled himself with class
I
and
don't know this
dignity on
phone
September
number.
10th, 2012.
Should
On
I
that
answer?
night, Jerry
No.
the King Lawler had a heart
Hi, you're
attack
live on the air.
on air. It was left to Michael Cole to keep the audience at home informed.
They're performing CPR. And again, this is not, it is not part of tonight's entertainment.
It's clear from his slightly wavering voice and his difficulty with maintaining eye contact with the camera that King meant and still means a lot to Michael Cole, and maintaining a professional composure so as not to worry the audience at home, whilst not knowing whether or not his good friend had died, is a heroic feat. It's one of the most effective babyface turns in WWE history.
It really was.
Yeah.
Number 8, Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth reunite. Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth.
This was like one of those moments.
Sable boob joke. And when they got married at SummerSlam, hearts were warmed by the only WWE wedding to ever not end in betrayal and body slams. Then Savage
That's
turned
very true.
Elizabeth for the sensational Sherry. Elizabeth was heartbroken and would be reduced to watching on from the crowd, sad to see her guy fall so far.
You know the sad part? All 3 mentioned in this part of the video are all dead.
They are all dead.
Sherry, Elizabeth, and Macho Man.
The Savage lost a retirement match against the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 7. Sherry turned on Savage, literally kicking him while he was down. Elizabeth said, "That's all I can stands. I can't stands no more,"
Popeye.
and cleared the ring. Savage and Elizabeth reunited to the delight of the crowd. What a woman.
That kid. That's it.
That's you.
That's if you're gonna watch the link I'm gonna post, 2 minutes 29 seconds into the video, you'll see the best face in the history of
And
wrestling.
what we need is someone to take a snapshot of this.
Screenshot it and meme
we would
it,
like
please.
a meme posted on our Facebook page.
Yes.
We would really appreciate it. And if we can get people to do it, we'll pick the best one and we'll give you a prize. I
Yeah,
don't know what it is
we'll
yet,
give you
but we'll
something.
give you something.
Yeah, not sure what it is.
And what a man. Number 7, I'm sorry. I love you.
Oh,
Everything comes to an
I
end.
was
Even
there
you, viewer, watching this at home. Good
for
luck
this-
with
for
it.
this
WrestleMania
match.
24 and Ric
Oh,
Flair
the
was
super
wrestling
kick?
his
Yeah,
young
I was
career on the
there
line.
in the
If he
crowd.
lost, he would be forced to retire, and it was Shawn Michaels that was tasked with the job of finally taking out.
Oh,
Old
that's
Yeller.
a
Fans
nasty
could
bump.
predict
That
it was
was.
coming, but they weren't quite ready for how it went down. With tears in his eyes, Flair staggered to his feet, seeing his career flash in front of his eyes. Shawn Michaels looked across the ring from him and said, "I'm sorry, I love you," and ended it with sweet chin music, which I think is how Old Yeller ended as well. As soon as the pinfall sounded, HBK
Yes.
kissed his hero on the forehead and immediately vacated the ring, leaving Flair alone with thousands of emotional fans, which leads
Thousands. It was like tens of thousands of fans.
to number 6, Ric Flair's retirement ceremony. A bigger
That
send-off
was
the
sad.
WWE has never seen. Every superstar on the roster came out to pay their respects
Including
to Ric
Taker.
Flair in his 40-plus year career, as did his family.
After
and
the
old
camera went
rivals
off,
and allies
obviously.
from his
Of course.
past, like Arn Anderson, Harley Race, Ricky Steamboat.
Wow.
Vince McMahon broke kayfabe to raise Flair's hand in the center of the ring, and even The Undertaker, who never broke kayfabe, made an exception, offering the knee to Flair and the most demonic and lovely hug in the history of time. Not only was this all just too much, but it was the little things like Flair strutting one last time or dropping an elbow on his jacket that really plucked the heartstrings. Of course, Ric Flair went on to wrestle like a dozen more matches, but
Do you remember in his WCW days when he would just strip down his fucking underwear
Mhm.
and his knee drop his clothes?
Yep.
Just fucking throw shoes. That's
Number 5, Lillian Garcia sings the national anthem post 9/11.
I remember
don't
this
have
too.
Too many jokes about this entry. 2 days after the attacks, the SmackDown tapings was one of the first, if not the first, mass assembly of its kind
It was
in America.
the first mass
With people
assembly.
unsure whether the country was still under attack, Vince called terrorism a jabroni and went ahead with the show, resulting in a highly emotional SmackDown, which are two words that don't really seem to go well together. But no moment from the show was more powerful than Lillian Garcia's rendition of the national anthem. With the entire locker room on the entrance ramp, she came close to breaking down, but she powers her way through the song. Rewatching it is still chilling, especially when she bellows, "Our flag was still there."
That our flag was still there.
Chills.
And now she does it.
Number 4, 21-1. When Brock Lesnar beat the streak,
Oh
the
my
wrestling
God.
world was briefly shocked into silence. How? What? Why would they? And then the disbelief went one of two ways, either to
That
furious
dude's
rage
All
or
right,
crushing
so wait.
sadness.
We
Undertaker
want a
was
meme of that one too.
Oh, there already is.
Oh no, I
beat
want
up.
our
That was
people to
obviously
do it.
anyone
Oh,
who was
okay,
watching.
okay.
He'd suffered a severe
No
concussion
copies.
during his match with Lesnar and struggled to make it to his feet. No one came out to help him because it was scripted to be his moment. Dazed and confused and with his streak over, The Undertaker suddenly seemed a lot more like Mark Calloway, and fans were moved to tears by watching their hero walk unsteadily into
Oh, we
the
lost
mist.
the video. There it
Number
is.
3. Chris Benoit and Chavo Guerrero weep at Eddie's tribute show. Eddie
Chris
Guerrero
Benoit.
died on November the 13th, 2005, a few days before he was scripted to win the World Championship on SmackDown. The WWE organized a tribute show the next night in his honor, charting his career, but no sight was more quietly devastating than the sight of Chris Benoit openly weeping for his friend, and Chavo Guerrero, Eddie's nephew, shedding a tear. All macho posturing aside, Benoit delivered an address to camera talking about how much he loved Eddie. During which
Shortly
he
after
broke
that, he
down
killed
and
his
wept, no
family.
doubt
Yes.
inviting fans at home to do the same.
He was the one friend that I had that I could go to and pour my heart out to.
Maybe that's
I
why.
miss you.
Maybe it's Eddie's fault.
Oh, come on,
18
dude.
months earlier, both men had embraced as champions at WrestleMania 20. Within 3 years of that moment of triumph, not one, but both men would be dead. Number 2, JR announces Owen Hart's passing.
Oh, yeah.
Owen Hart passed away
This
after
was-
an accident at Over the Edge pay-per-view in 1999.
Goddamn
Falling from the
Vince
rafters when
Russo.
a harness that was set to lower him to the ring gave way. The live crowd was shocked and confused, not knowing if what they'd seen was a work. The audience at home, however, hadn't seen anything at all. The news was broken by JR, who told the crowd that Owen Hart had tragically died. But there was nothing more devastating than having the news suddenly dropping on you. That
Can you imagine having to do that on live TV?
Yeah, nothing more devastating than actually dropping. That's what happened. Right on a turnbuckle.
devastation receding into confusion and sadness at the loss of a great wrestler in his prime.
I have the unfortunate responsibility to let everyone know that Owen Hart has died.
Number 1, Conor the Crusher's tribute video.
Oh my God.
Wow, that is really... Whew. Well, here's the link to the video. Watch it. It's desperately sad, but also somewhat life-affirming that even in a company as provably stupid as the WWE, when poo rains from the ceiling, midgets dress as bulls, and men simulate sex with dummies in coffins, even they can take time to make a little kid's
Katie
life
Vick.
immeasurably better. They gave Conor McCallick, aka Conor the Crusher, not only an amazing WrestleMania experience, but also a pinfall victory over Triple H, which is the most precious gift of all. Watch the video. It's truly lovely. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us.
That is, I mean, is there any that you would add? I mean, they pretty much covered like a lot.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, being that it was made after, it was obviously made after WrestleMania 30.
Yep.
Maybe they could have included Warrior. You know, because that was
Maybe.
that was more sudden than anything, especially with the promo after
I
WrestleMania.
still think it's a work.
Huh? You
I still
still
think
think
it's
it's
a
a work?
I still think it's a work. I think he's still alive.
He's going to come back and fight Andre
He's going to come back and fight Chris Benoit,
and fight Chris Benoit.
who's not really dead.
He's not really dead either. Like,
Nope.
they're all chilling with Tupac on the island somewhere.
Tupac and Biggie drinking mimosas.
That's, I mean, for me, I don't think there's any I'd add. I mean, they pretty much covered almost every one over the last 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, a couple I would probably add. One of the saddest moments in wrestling history was RoboCop. I mean, that wasn't WWE. That was WCW. Bending the bars
of Sting's cage
to get Sting out. That was kind of sad. That made me tear up a little bit. That moment in the show when Raven cried "Nevermore." That was sad. Mark Henry's retirement.
That was
tear jerking.
That was. All of a sudden, it didn't work.
I don't think it was though. I think it was like kind of spur of the moment because he was on a podcast with Jericho and he was talking about how like the conversation was real. I think that was me. Yeah. It was Mr. Ray Taylor.
But
but Notch tonight.
What
is NCT?
And
nice.
I don't know. No clue. But yeah, you'd said what did you say before Mark Henry? You'd said
Raven Nevermore.
Do you remember when Jericho used to mock him, quote the raisin?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's really not many. I'd add to that because for a company,
finger poke of doom.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I could add one more. Hogan's heel turn.
Yeah, but that was WCW too.
But I'm saying in wrestling. In the two major factions.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Hogan's heel turn was like that was a day Hulkamania died. Like that was like Hulkamania ran wild for how many years?
Hulkamania just died recently.
And then yeah, exactly. First it was Dusty Rhodes, then it was Hogan's career, and then it was Piper. I miss Piper, but yeah. So that's that. That was the 10 count. We're gonna put up the video on our Facebook when we leave the studio here, and I'm also going to ask everybody to comment their own, whatever they think could be a sad moment in wrestling. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the WWE. It could be
wrestling,
WCW, ECW, CZW for that matter,
PWG. That's Pro Wrestling Torch.
Yes. But I mean, yeah. So comment yours on there and whatnot, and we'll pick some of the best ones out, and we'll talk about them next week on the show.
I think the next 10 count that we do should be top 10 worst reasons to get a handicap placard.
Top 10 worst reasons to get a handicap placard?
Yep.
Why is that?
Because I think I just need to do that.
You think it has to happen?
It needs to be a thing.
It needs to be a thing that happens. All right.
Because I can get a handicap placard because of my wife and I refuse. So
like my mom has one. But it's one that she only uses when my uncle's around because my uncle is legally blind. So we only use it when he's at the house, which isn't very often. But we only use it every once in a while, when he's there. So so we're not parking, in bumfuck wherever. But other than that, yeah, people use them and they abuse them and stuff. So that's kind of bullshit. But this is what I wanted to play for you right now. Again, this is the bad lip reading of the first Republican presidential debate. And again, it's a 5-minute long video. I'm not sure I'm gonna play the whole thing, or I might just play a couple quick pieces of it just to give you a taste of what it is. If you don't know what bad lip reading is, basically they take a clip. Could be NFL, which they've done numerous ones of the NFL. They've done The Walking Dead. They've done The Avengers. It's the Redneck Adventures, and then so they do a bunch of them, and they basically mute the sound, or they remove the vocals, and they put their own voices over them. And 9 times out of 10, they are hilarious with the shit they come out with for these things. So it's just a little bit of the one for the debate here.
And again, we will post a link.
Governor
in the
Mike
description.
Huckabee, how was your summer? It was dope. Like your pretty gelled head. Oh, thank you. I'm getting it permed. Hey, all you freaks are bozos, but who's this Mindy? Oh, an old friend, actually. She's great. Okay, you have to be joking. She pooped on the treadmill. Ooh, oh yeah, that's her.
Governor Christie, when you were younger, what was your favorite childhood snack?
I just wanted regular potatoes. But guess what? So did other people. I wanted the most, so I'm like...
You just froze a baby.
I wanted the most.
You just froze a baby.
I did not.
Genital warts. You touched a genital wart. You can't touch it.
Hey, guys, hey. All right,
You're
enough.
a wart toucher.
Stop saying that. Mr. Trump, will I have a pigeon? Lucas Don Velour. I always take it shopping because I want to and because it's got health. Whatever. Look, it's a thing the tuna melt does to me.
So there's just a little bit of the hilarity that is bad lip reading.
They do good Walking Dead ones.
They
too.
do. Yeah, I just had a hot dog. Like there's, oh my god. What?
What did he say? It was like,
Cheeky bird mess.
No, what was the? What was the one where they were talking about the sign in the river, and then he was like, "Water's over," or something like that, and just walks away.
Oh yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but this was just what, 3 of them now they've done. They've done 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the first one. There's I just had a hot dog.
You want to touch my stick?
No.
No. Why not?
Stick.
Because I like rocks.
Yeah. And then there's the a tiny clown. He got wet. I
Mhm.
was talking to a psychic, and I can't sleep in the ozone. There's too many different peanuts looking sad. But the way they do it, it matches so well with the
That was my apple. Dolphins. I'm talking about apples.
Oh my god. I love the bad lip reading. Hi, you're back.
The Jicky Jar Jar do.
Dirty
there.
there. But there is.
It's so good. Check it out. Check it out. Bad lip reading.
Yes, just YouTube and watch all of them. I always wanted a Wookiee until I found out they weren't real. Thanks for nothing, George Lucas. Anyway, this Sunday, tomorrow, SummerSlam. There is a lot to go over. Too much to probably mention within the next 20 minutes of the show or 30 minutes of the show, because you have the NXT TakeOver.
I know it's tonight.
It's tonight.
I'm really excited about that.
And then you have SummerSlam tomorrow.
Although, and here's my thing, I just want to quickly interject. Have you seen any of the NXT product since they called up Owens and the 3 of the 4 horsewomen to the main roster?
I have not. No,
it's not that good.
Really?
And it's what I've been worried about. I mean, we still have Hideo Itami and Sami Zayn out on injury, but then you have Finn Balor, Adrian Neville, not Finn Balor. Finn Balor hasn't really been doing anything, but you have Neville, Owens, you have Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha. These are their big draws, and they're all up on the main roster now. Sasha Banks is going to NXT tonight to lose her women's title to come up to the main roster full time.
Yeah,
which is bullshit. Okay, I think that they shouldn't fuck with a good thing. Nobody expected NXT to blow up like it did.
No,
not a
no
single
one did.
person.
I didn't.
Here's the thing about NXT. NXT TakeOver in New York City is at the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wait. SummerSlam is in New York City at the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
NXT is their developmental program to get their superstars ready to come up to the main roster.
Yeah, and they're going to put them in the same arena.
And it sold the same amount of tickets. They sold out just like SummerSlam did. Okay, the Barclays Center holds 13,000 plus. Okay, so NXT was initially supposed to only the reason they chose the Barclays Center to put this whole thing on was because it can convert.
And MetLife, shut down. Or not MetLife. It
was those Snoopy commercials.
No, the East Rutherford one.
Yeah,
were supposed to be originally.
Yeah,
which kind of pisses me off.
But so they chose
because fuck New York.
They picked the Barclays Center because it can convert into 3 different stages of seating.
Can it really?
Yeah. So you
I
have
didn't know that.
You have level 1, which is 5,200 people, which is the exact amount of people that they had for the Philadelphia show that they did.
Yeah.
So that was what they were supposed to do. It was 5,200 seats were available. It's sold out in an hour, right? So people still want tickets. So let's open it up to the second round. It's sold out in a day. Okay. So they're well, fuck it. Open it up. Let's just do the whole thing. And they sold out. Nobody expected this to sell out.
NXT, the developmental.
It's their own brand. It's their own brand now.
It's basically, again, I'm going to use a name that has been spoken before in a long time, but I believe it's like NXT is their thunder.
It really is, but it's not even so much their thunder. SmackDown is their thunder. Thunder sucked. So does SmackDown anymore. As soon as they integrated
WCW Thunder,
as soon as they integrated the brands, and didn't do the brand split anymore, SmackDown lost its luster.
It did, because the whole point was you can only see these guys on this show and these guys on this show.
But they were making SmackDown like the B show, and
the draft. I missed the goddamn draft.
It became more popular than Raw.
Fucking draft lottery.
It became more popular than Raw. Because you had people like Eddie Guerrero,
and they had to dumb that down. You're like, no.
Zack Ryder. You get Zack Ryder. That's what you get.
You don't get anybody else. Just Zack Ryder.
You get Zack Ryder fighting Santino in a tag match with a mop and a fucking toy doll. That's what you get.
Wait, is it a Hulk Hogan stuffed doll?
No, it's not a Hulk Hogan stuffed doll. It is,
because you were the tag team champion.
I was the tag team champion with Hulk Hogan via the stuffed. What
pillow pet,
pillar buddy.
Yeah, the pillow buddy. Yeah, pillow pet. What the fuck?
But no. So NXT is its own brand.
It is.
So here's my thing: fucking get rid of SmackDown. Okay, put NXT
on network television.
I don't want it on network television.
Well, not network, but just
keep it on the network. Keep it on the network because it's smart. Because the main reason that it's done so well is because the only way that you can find it is by going on the network or watching it via YouTube clips. Or finding something. You have to have a network subscription to watch NXT,
which is the benefit of it.
Okay, I mean the pay-per-views are awesome for the network, but watching NXT is the main reason.
It's the main reason why people got it. And
it's the main reason why I do it. But now they have really nobody in the works, so they don't have Finn Balor's still down there. He's going to be down there for a little while. You know, Sami Zayn, when he gets back from injury, he'll be there. Hideo Itami will be there. Rhino and Samoa Joe will never be called up to the main roster. They are solely brought to NXT
to help build the brand.
NXT viable.
Yeah.
But the vaudevillains are hilarious.
Oh yeah.
But they will not work in the main roster.
No, they won't. Unless they change the gimmick.
And they can't sell tickets.
And here's the thing. And here's the difference between that. When you have a horrible gimmick, and then to bring it to the main roster, you try to change it to make it a better gimmick for the main roster. Here's where they made a mistake. Leo Kruger was a phenomenal gimmick for Adam Rose.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work. Let's change him to Adam Rose. And that fucking failed.
Look at
miserably.
The Ascension is the second that they.
If they just didn't come out with the fucking stupid face paint shit and just looked the same exact way they did
fine
on NXT, would have been great. But they had to come out and they had to make him start bashing the old school guys, which made JBL take off his blue button down shirt and reveal his fucking APA shirt, which made everybody fucking pop, which was amazing.
It was pretty cool. And the same clothesline him.
Oh, yeah.
But Enzo and Big Cass, I get worried if they go up to the main roster.
Greatest clothesline I ever saw from JBL was the clothesline to Heath Slater during the whole where different legends were coming out.
Yeah.
And when he fucking clotheslined him, he was just like, went up on his head, just vertical, and just fell to the side.
But that's my thing, too. So these people that you have nothing going on with on your main roster, the Heath Slater. Heath Slater's phenomenal. Send him to NXT.
It was Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder's doing fantastically in NXT. Wade
He's
Barrett.
Winning.
Wade Barrett. get him off of Raw. Get him off of SmackDown. Put Wade Barrett down in NXT as your top heel. Okay, you've got Kevin Owens coming up. You need a top heel. I think he could do phenomenal down there. But keep it a separate brand.
By the way, Green Arrow.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I almost shit my pants.
We'll discuss that when we get to SummerSlam. But first, F4W Online notes that there is rumors of a huge angle going down on Raw, the post-SummerSlam Raw. There have been rumors of a possible surprise appearance at SummerSlam to set up some kind of WrestleMania 32 match. Who do you think it would be? If it's true, who do you think would be a huge surprise appearance?
Sting.
You think it's Sting? You think Sting might come out and screw Taker in his match?
Sting or Chris Benoit?
Sting or Chris Benoit?
It's been
Jimmy.
How many years? How many years has it been
since Benoit was on TV?
Since he died, allegedly. It was what, 2003, 2004,
something like that.
Okay. Enough time has passed. We all now, quote unquote, believe that you're dead and you killed your family. Okay. Vince McMahon, and this is how much of a shisty bastard Vince McMahon is. Vince McMahon used to give Ted DiBiase $2,000 and $100 bills whenever he went out on public appearances.
So he could be
the $1
million
dollar man and keep kayfabe. You don't think that Vince McMahon would do a 12-year work, okay, where one of his top superstars went nuts, killed his whole family. They erased him completely from history. You want a shocking moment? You have Chris Benoit come back from the dead to fucking clear his name, because I'm still not convinced. Vince probably moved the whole Benoit family all the way down to fucking Calgary. That's where they are, okay? Vince made up with Bret Hart around the same time. This makes perfect sense. We're going to hide them up in the dungeon. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hide the whole Benoit family up there, and we're going to make it like he just went nuts and killed his family, and there's going to be memes, and it's going to be great because Vince McMahon's a sadistic motherfucker, okay? I don't put it past him. I say 2015, WrestleMania 32, it's going to be Chris Benoit versus Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's it. Mic drop. Done. They have to pee. Oh my god. Holy shit. Ollie, Jimmy, I'm gonna play some more of this fucking belly breathing thing because I can't get enough of this.
Get
shit.
your computer fixed.
The fuck?
Security message.
Go away, security message.
Provided as soon as possible.
What the fuck? Random fucking pop-ups. What are you doing?
Touching my nose to the microphone.
Oh, okay.
The S word.
What?
Well, we could just go out and collect a dead swan, and then I will drink a sorority's goldfish.
Moving on, let's hear from Dr. Carson. Now, this piece, I think it goes like that. And this one. No, this piece goes over here. It's part of the tree. Carson!
Oh, yeah.
What you working on?
A puzzle.
Oh, I don't know how to do this, actually. We can move on. You're not missing any playtime. America.
Governor Bush.
What?
How would you eat a dead mouse on a crescent roll with some steak?
With some steak, I would fork it. However, if a pit bull is loose in your house, then you'll find me stiff on the bed because I'll always throw up. You'll have 13 seconds to make a closing statement in the form of a short song. And Governor Christie, you're first.
All right, I'm going to save the song to close the show out. But it's like, what are you doing? It's a puzzle.
Okay, I'm back.
America.
Because America.
Yes. But by the way, there was a thing I posted up on Facebook because one of my friends, she lived in Philly for a while and moved out to Ohio.
Good for her.
And
Philadelphia.
I always asked her who moves to Ohio. You always try your best to get the fuck out of Ohio. And when she came back,
didn't you ever watch the Drew Carey show? Cleveland Rocks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, her and I had an ongoing debate for a long, long time, and it was over whether it's soda or pop, because out in the Midwest they call it pop. So we always had this big argument. So someone had shared a picture, and it was on Reddit, and I said it was the definitive.
Reddit is the definitive answer.
Yeah,
that's the line.
It's the definitive argument between soda and pop. So people actually say soda. What else would they say? You say pop. This is the 1940s. What the fuck? In America, we say soda. America. I am American, you idiots. We say pop in Iowa. Stop it now. Go back to Canada, Iowa. Doesn't make any sense. It does in America. Like, that was.
Is that all you need to do to get something over? Just America.
Yeah, America. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't have to. That's how you should. If it ever says to you, it doesn't make any sense, your response should be, it does in America. That's
America.
America. So apparently they're doing a TV taping tonight and the special, which I didn't know about.
Oh, wow.
So the TV taping tonight is Bull Dempsey versus Elias Sampson.
Bull Dempsey, have you seen his vignettes as of late?
Yeah.
They're pretty funny.
They are.
Like, it's time to get fit, bull style or something. And he's like, got the whole, he stole my idea. He basically ripped off the touch and, you know.
He couldn't steal an idea that he didn't know existed.
Oh, he listens to this show. Bull Dempsey is one of our 4 viewers or listeners or whatever we have now since we switched to audio only.
Exactly.
He's one of those 4 people.
By the way, real quick,
for 10 years,
I'm not sure if we have
anybody
anybody tuning in or not because it's not showing me via the thing. But if we do, if you want tickets for Motorhead, call now. We'll grab the call before the show is over. Number to call is 856-330-4749. Again, 856-330-4749. If you're tuning in live, I can't tell with the viewer count here because it's always off via Google and YouTube.
Yep.
I've seen more viewers watching live via YouTube. Doesn't register at all on the Google thing. So,
and if you are unable to call in, if you are not able to get to a phone call, if we don't give these tickets away, this is what you need to do. You need to find a picture of Lynn somewhere on Facebook.
God damn it.
Okay, and I need you to crop in a squirrel humping his head. If you can crop a squirrel humping Lynn's head, we will also give you the tickets if we have not given them away before the end of the show today.
Jesus Christ. All right. Match number 2, Charlotte versus Emma versus Becky Lynch versus Dana Brooke.
This is on the taped show?
On the taping tonight. Eva Marie versus Carmella.
Carmella.
Yeah, Carmella.
I love her.
You can't.
She's hot as hell.
That.
You can't teach that.
And then finally, the other match is Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder, Chad Gable, and Jason Jordan versus Mojo Rawley, Zack Ryder, and Big Cass and Enzo Amore.
The Hype Bros.
The Hype Bros.
Stay hyped.
And then finally, we have the NXT Network special, which is NXT Takeover Brooklyn.
Takeover Brooklyn.
You have Apollo Crews versus Ty Dillinger. Apollo Crews is a former UFC guy.
Yeah, I know.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember what his name was.
It's really kind of funny. You know, Xavier Woods?
Yeah.
His name used to be Creed.
Yeah.
And they were going to call him like there's something Creed. He was something Creed in TNA. And they were going to call him, initially he was like supposed to be Apollo Creed's son.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, that's not going to work. I just find Cassius Creed. I think that's what
it was Cassius Creed. That was his name. All right, and then number 2, Samoa Joe versus Baron Corbin. I like Baron Corbin.
I love Baron Corbin. I find
he reminds me of
refreshing.
CM Punk in a little bit.
He reminds me, it's like CM Punk and Goldberg had a fucking love child, and out popped this fucking 7-foot monstrosity looking like a douchebag from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I love the fact he comes in, he destroys everyone
except for Samoa Joe.
He didn't destroy Samoa Joe, and he didn't destroy. I mean, he did a match with Rhino.
Yeah.
And it was a good match. I mean, Rhino is notorious for having short matches. Baron Corbin is notorious for having way short matches and just leaving.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm
love
done
the
now.
character.
I'm done.
It's Goldberg. Like,
bye.
The big thing about Goldberg was a shitty wrestler.
Oh yeah.
He was never the jackhammer. Was the best wrestling move that he could ever pull off. I mean, his spear was a real tackle.
Oh yeah, his spear was a spear.
He would potato the hell out of you, from what I understand.
Like the one time he tried to do a move, he gave her a concussion.
Yeah, but my big thing with
kicked him in the head.
My big thing with Goldberg was he got in, match lasted a minute, and then he left.
Yeah,
and that was it. It was like, they don't pay me by the hour. And I loved that about Bill Goldberg.
Exactly.
And I love that about Baron Corbin. I just wish they would give him a little more character development.
Yeah.
I think he needs a little bit, but I think he's going to win that match against Rhino. And
then we have a match I'm actually looking forward to. I've seen this guy wrestle in the Indies many times. You have Tyler Breeze versus Jushin Thunder Liger.
Oh yeah, Jushin Thunder Liger, right?
Yeah.
He's
and he's not even signed with the company.
No,
he's not.
No, this is a one-off.
It's just a one-off thing.
He is
like, can you believe that they got a guy for a one-night appearance at NXT? If they kept doing that,
I think they're going to.
I mean, to pull guys in from the ROHs or
I think
the CZWs or something like that.
I think he's in. Is he in Lucha right now?
I think so. Yeah,
he's either in Lucha Underground or he's over in Japan.
Well, I know he's a former ROH guy.
He used to be in WCW,
NJPW, WCW.
He was in WCW during the whole cruiserweight division.
Yeah, and then finally the three major matches is Bayley versus Sasha Banks for the NXT Women's title.
Bayley's going to win the title.
And then you have your favorite team, the Vaudevillains, versus Blake and Murphy for the tag team titles.
You know what? The best thing about Blake and Murphy though is Alexa Bliss.
Oh yes. And then finally,
it's a crime to be that pretty.
Is Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor for the NXT title in the ladder match.
And
I'm actually kind of at a toss up for that. I mean, I think they'll give it to Balor, but I kind of want to see Owens hold it a bit longer.
My thing is, if they give it to Balor, that's going to be Kevin Owens' last match in NXT.
Yeah.
He's going to go up to the roster full time, but the problem that they have is you just got off the biggest angle with the top guy in the company, okay? You had a great series. They've been wrestling at house shows still, and I think I agree with a lot of people. I think WWE pay-per-view staple is a Kevin Owens John Cena match. I think it should just happen for no reason whatsoever. I could watch them wrestle every night because it's just like John Cena and CM Punk. They had fantastic matches, and I actually think the one, my favorite one was the final one, but the second match that they had, I wasn't too happy about. But the first match, especially when Owens went over clean, like that was awesome.
It was.
Unfortunately, they are doing an angle with John Cena now, and they kind of had to have him come out smelling like roses.
Yeah, they had to.
So now a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's why Kevin Owens doesn't have the title."
Yeah, because
this makes sense.
Because they're gonna put it on Cena now.
You know, that makes sense now.
I still think you should save Cena winning the belt. As much as I don't want to see him tie Flair's record, it's obviously an inevitability.
No, I'd like to see him beat Flair's record at WrestleMania.
I mean, I would like. I mean, yeah, I like to see him again. As much as I hate to see it happen,
just remember,
it's obviously inevitable. I like to see him beat Rollins tonight, lose the belt, say at Night of Champions, and then you build to WrestleMania.
I would like to see him. I would like to see him beat Brock Lesnar. I don't want Taker to win. I want to see him beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the title, because I think that would just be.
But the way they're building it with Lesnar and Taker, though, is him defeating what has yet to be conquered. You know, Lesnar hasn't been pinned.
No, he hasn't
since he beat Taker's streak. So they're going to build this up now, and unfortunately, as much as I like to see Lesnar Cena 3,
I would like to see Lesnar Cena 3.
I think they're going to save Taker ending Brock's undefeated streak for WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania,
because that would be the big FU from Taker. Like, hey, guess what?
And that would be the retirement match for Taker.
Yeah,
because I don't think he's going much longer.
No,
but no, I think.
I mean, going by how he looks now, I mean, he looks better now than he did.
Yeah, but still, he's 50.
The last two WrestleManias,
he's 50.
If he retires before having a match with Sting, either on
having
Raw,
sex with Sting,
no, having a match with Sting, either on Raw, SmackDown.
Sting has not been seen since WrestleMania.
Yeah, but what if
he's the new Undertaker?
He was supposed to.
Let's think about this for a second. What if he's the new Undertaker?
He's not, but he was supposed to be part of the 6-man tag team match tomorrow. It was originally supposed to be Reigns, Ambrose, and Sting versus Wyatt, Harper, and somebody, and Adam Rose.
Mm-hmm.
The big rumor was that they're going to have Rose go back to his Leo Kruger gimmick and join the Wyatt family.
Mm.
And that, I think, would have been it would have helped Kruger a lot, because he wouldn't have to do that thing people don't like that he does, talk.
Mm.
And
I love you.
Yeah, and just stand behind Wyatt as Wyatt just weaves the greatest wording of anything.
Yeah, sometimes he can get long-winded too.
Oh yeah, but even long-winded, he needs
to start picking up some wins too.
He does. Wyatt definitely
needs to start
needs
picking
it.
up some
So
wins.
let's go over what our predictions are for
NXT?
SummerSlam.
Oh, real quick, I just want to say I would love to see Finn Balor lose the title to Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens right now is getting lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
I mean, he's having a good feud with Cesaro right now, but I mean, you have 3 of your top guys, like Randy Orton is wrestling Sheamus? Like,
yeah, exactly, man. It's like, yeah, well,
I'd love to see Cena win tonight and an immediate cash in by Sheamus.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
And then I just want to see AASTFU, good night, bye. Still champ, motherfucker. Kind of like what he did to Del Rio.
The Del Rio. All right, so we
Cena
have
wins. And I love it because real quick,
all right,
Cena wins, and he said it
LOL.
on Monday. He was just like, I'm gonna do what I do. I win.
Well, Rollins, actually, I like Rollins when he said, "You're not Superman." He's like, "You're the villain. You have held the audience captive for the last decade."
Yep.
And I'm like, I like this promo. I like this promo. This is a nice promo.
It was really good.
All right, so here's the match lineup. And from everybody in the room here with us, we have first the match you talked about, the elimination match, El Matadors versus the New Day versus the Lucha Dragons and versus the champions, which are the primetime players. So, Jimmy, who is going to win the match?
Day rocks. New
Day's going to win the match. New Day's going to win the match. Sam, who's going to win the match? She's not paying attention.
New Day.
And then we have the returning Dolph Ziggler facing off against Rusev.
That's a mixed tag match, right?
Is it really? No.
I think it is. I think it's because it's Lana and Summer Rae also.
I don't think so.
I think it's a mixed gender.
No, it's just Rusev versus Ziggler.
Ziggy.
I think Ziggy's gonna win it.
Ziggy Stardust.
Because he was taken out by Rusev
69. He was taking out Rusev 69.
A couple months ago, and he was taken out.
Yeah, I think it would be good.
But it's been 6 months since Rusev last won a match on pay-per-view.
This is true.
So it's kind of one of those like.
But then again, there's only been 2 people to beat Rusev.
True.
Which is Cesaro and Cena.
And of course, there's the triple.
Which we have the Swiss Superman and the real Superman.
and then we have the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship featuring
Miz.
Ryback versus the Big Show versus
Miz.
Sam's favorite wrestler of all time, the Miz.
Miz is going to win.
Are you sure about this?
He has to win. Okay. The Miz needs to win because they need to put a title on him. Okay, they need to do what they were going to do because what they were going to do with the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania was the same exact thing. They were going to put it on 2 main event guys to elevate the title. What you need to do, since you don't have that main event guy because he's still knocked off with a concussion and his fucking wife doesn't know whether or not she wants to be a mother or a wrestler, Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah.
You give it to a good heel, and Miz is a fan. It's easy
He's
to
a great
hate
heel.
the Miz.
Oh yeah, because he has that arrogance about him.
It is. I love my favorite thing, and it's something that we're doing now. It's when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. I do it at work.
And this one, you said you almost shit a brick and pissed yourself. King Barrett and Stardust versus Neville and Stephen Amell. The Red Arrow and the Green Arrow versus Stardust and King Barrett. I do firmly
Cosmic
believe that
King Barrett.
Cosmic. That new cloak
man.
that he was given.
Yeah, man.
But this
Put him with
match,
Stardust.
This match is. I mean, I hope that Stephen Amell isn't like one of those typical guys that you throw in the match that didn't do any training. I mean, I've seen the videos of him doing the training and whatnot and how to do all the shit, and he's already does most of his own shit on Arrow.
According to his Wikipedia page, and you cannot take Wikipedia for really anything, but according to his Wikipedia page, it says that he is an actor and sometimes wrestler.
Yeah.
So he's been a big wrestling fan for a while.
So maybe he did indie shit for.
I
before
loved
or
how
something. I don't
when
know.
the second Stardust went over there, Second Cody went over there and face palmed him. I'm like, that motherfucker's jumping over the rail.
Well, but did you see how he leaped over the fucking rope?
Oh, I know. And what I thought was really cool was
you see guys like that do it now on the roster.
Like the second he hopped over the turnstile and security was immediately not on him. Like I knew it was a work. But then you went down there and you saw his elbow strikes. He gave him forearms, and I was like, okay, he can go. I mean, it'll probably be like a Snooki.
Oh,
where,
where
tag him in, get his shit in for like 2 minutes, tag him out.
Where they still have to protect him a little bit and whatnot because he is an actor. He's not like The Rock, who began his career as a wrestler and then came back and had a match.
The Rock is not an actor.
Well,
The Rock is as much of an actor as John Cena. It's just he's gotten a little more exposure.
Have you seen the trailer? Speaking of Cena, it has nothing to do with him, but have you seen the trailer for
Fast 12?
No, for Lockdown 3.
No.
Or not Lockdown 3. 12 Rounds 3 Lockdown.
Oh, isn't
with Ambrose.
Ambrose in
that?
And
it actually looks good. Like Ambrose is the guy that should have been cast in this movie from the get-go. You wouldn't have needed 3 different guys to play the role of the movie if you had Ambrose in the first one. It would be a series for itself at that point. All right, so yeah, you're going with Amel and Neville winning?
Yeah, I think it would be. Well, it's got to be. It's got to be.
Yeah, it does. And then
that's a publicity.
On
match.
to Randy Orton and Sheamus. Him and his Red Rooster mohawk.
I liked what he did on Raw last week, this week he was like, respect the Hawk. I was like, that is awesome.
Respect the Hawk. No one respected Terry Taylor's Hawk. They're not going to respect your Hawk.
And he did it, and he like did the whole hand motion with the Hawk, and I was like, that is amazing.
All right, so who's winning?
Sheamus is going over.
Sheamus is going over? Is that what you think? All right.
Well, their last match, he lost.
True. And then we go on again to Kevin Owens and Cesaro. This, I believe, because these are 2 guys that wrestle each other in ROH.
Yeah.
And wrestle each other on the indies for years.
Oh, it'll be a damn good match.
So I think this match alone, regardless of who wins, is going to be the match of the night.
And I honestly think it all depends.
I'm calling Owens.
It all depends on what happens tonight. I think it honestly all depends on what happens at TakeOver. Yeah. If Owens wins the match tonight at TakeOver, he is going to lose to Cesaro. If he loses tonight,
he'll win.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see. Then we have Team PCB versus Team Bella versus Team BAD. Okay. And yes, I'm aware.
Are you aware?
I'm aware of the adult website.
Why they changed from the submission sorority to PCB.
Yeah, so the Submission Sorority was a adult-oriented website, and they thanked the company. Like, hey, thanks, guys, for the free publicity for our website.
Bang Bros apparently got to the name first. So if you went on Google and you typed in sorority sisters or submission sorority, you got some pretty explicit content.
And they had to change it immediately.
They did. And not
Look
even
how
like
pale Paige is in that fucking promo shot, though. Like, she is like...
I want to do horrible, horrible things to myself in front of Paige to show her that I love her.
So who's winning? Team PCP? I mean PCB, Bella, or Team BAD?
That's rough.
I might have to go. I actually think that because really there's one heel team or there's one face team and 2 heel teams. Because Team Bella and Team Bad are obviously 2 heel teams.
Well, I mean, I think that the Bella team is not heel.
You think they're kind of like in between?
I think they're a tweener. But
I could go with PCB to win.
You know what? I would have said that, except for the fact that every single one of them has won at least one match on Raw. And I think it's going to be Team Bella. But the rules in this one are weird. So it's an elimination match.
Yeah.
But I think it's if one person gets pinned from the team, the whole team gets eliminated.
Now, do you think they've done a good job at rebuilding the Divas division?
No.
You don't think they've done?
Not at all.
Well, not a good job, but they've
I think
fixed
it's cool.
some of the damage that has been.
I think it's cool. I mean, because you have these girls coming up from NXT who were trained properly.
Yeah.
You know, I forget what her name is. Sarah Del Rey.
Yeah.
Is the female trainer down there, and they're training them to wrestle. Like Ric Flair, like Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch and Bayley have been in the indie scene. Charlotte is like the Bill Goldberg of NXT. She came into the company with no wrestling knowledge.
Yeah.
She just came in because she's Ric Flair's daughter.
Because woo.
She wanted to do it, for her brother.
Oh yeah, for Dave.
And she did it, and she's probably the most gifted athlete they have. Period.
Yes.
But I don't like that they keep calling it the Divas Revolution. I don't want to see 9 people in a tag team match at SummerSlam. I want to see Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Becky
I want to
Lynch
see
versus anybody.
individual matches.
I think Becky Lynch is hotter than Paige.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. It's something about that fiery Irish little ass kicker. I want to get a last kicker shirt. We need to start a GoFundMe to get me a last kicker shirt. Can we make this happen?
Sure. 3 matches left because it starts at 7:00. It's a 4-hour.
It's a 4-hour program.
It's the first time. It's
5 hours if you consider the pre-show.
All right. So 3 matches left. Wyatt's the Wyatt family. I'm just gonna call it the Wyatt family because that's basically what it is.
Versus the real family.
Versus the Shield.
Shield minus. I think it's going to be Wyatt family with an interference. Ambrose.
You think Ambrose is going to join the Wyatt family? I think he's
going to turn on because they've been booking it about family and this, that, and the other thing, and that's all it's been.
True.
And they've been harping it a lot.
But can you imagine if it was Reigns that turned?
Reigns would be fantastic because that would just send fucking Dean over the edge.
Oh yeah.
Like you want to talk like vengeful gods coming down to rain wrath upon the peons of this world.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria. No, like seriously, because the whole brother thing, and I mean when they initially started the Shield, Dean Ambrose was the leader.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they pushed Roman hard, and then Seth Rollins became the architect. Well, then Rollins turns. All you have left is Reigns
and Ambrose,
and they've been tearing house shows down, the two of them together,
and they've been close since the breakup of the Shield.
Yeah,
and it's one of those things that I can only imagine.
He knows how I like my coffee, black, 2 sugars, and how do I like my beer, cold.
But I mean, it's one of those things where stop. It's one of those things where, I mean, can you imagine the amount of heat would happen if Reigns just fucking Superman punched Ambrose?
If Reigns turned heel, his career would skyrocket. He needs
I think
to
if
be
Ambrose did too. But
Ambrose is right where he needs to be.
Ambrose is a Stone Cold. Ambrose is a Brian Pillman. Ambrose, he's a combination of the Stone Cold and a Brian Pillman.
He's right where he needs to be.
He is insane. Give that man a fucking fork and let him go at it.
Like he is.
So you think that it's with the Wyatt family winning with a possible heel turn,
or
some kind of interference?
No, just a heel turn.
Just a heel turn.
It's going to be a heel turn.
All right, and now 1 match left, and of course the winner take all match.
We're going to talk about Taker and.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
we have 2 matches.
Yeah, so we have
winner take all.
Winner take all. Rollins and Cena. Again, I'm gonna go what I said earlier. If Cena wins, I want to see him drop it to somebody, whether it's Rollins or Lesnar, somebody, and then have him.
Now, are they doing one fall to the finish on this, or is it going to be like they did before?
It doesn't say.
I know it's just winner take all, but like, do you do first pinfall is for U.S. title, second pinfall is for the championship?
It doesn't say, but here's something that they pointed out, that this thing points out, and it's very true. It says Cena's grand 16th World Championship win should have more of a build behind it and not be rushed 6 days prior to a pay-per-view, which is very true.
But that's not his fault. You can't see knee, okay? They would have had...
You can't see knee?
They would have had 3 weeks to build this.
Well, they could have built it regardless.
Cena's nose wasn't busted.
Well, they could have still could have had Cena come on TV.
Not with the busted. He's the motherfucking face of the company. Okay, sure as shit, he did not fix that nose.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. You know he did not pay for his nose to get fixed. Vince McMahon sent him to the best plastic surgeons in the world and was like, hey, fix him.
Yeah.
We can't have him looking like a schlub. And that's it.
Exactly. And then, of course, Brock Lesnar and Taker. And I've already said a couple possible scenarios.
Michael Cole wins.
That could happen. It could be Kane comes out because Lesnar took out Kane. Kane comes out to get his revenge. Screws Lesnar over, and attacks Lesnar. Lesnar wins by DQ. Therefore, it still has not been conquered. Leads to a match or two with Kane. He beats Kane 2 matches in a row. Makes it a bit more personal between Taker and him, leading to WrestleMania, or leading to the Rumble, or leading to something.
Here's something.
But if not that, Kane comes out. Like say, referee's distracted. Kane comes out, chokeslams Taker, leaves, and leads to Kane Taker
at WrestleMania
for the retirement.
So here's something that I don't think anybody thinks about, and I don't think it would ever be put into play.
Benoit.
No, not Benoit.
Okay.
This is legitimate.
Okay.
We have a turn at WrestleMania. Or not WrestleMania, at SummerSlam tomorrow night.
Okay.
Paul Heyman turns on Brock Lesnar.
And becomes
becomes the new
Paul Bearer?
Paul Bearer.
Ooh.
Becomes the new advocate for The Undertaker.
Oh, man. Would never happen.
Paul Heyman is an advocate to heel personas. Okay. Brock Lesnar is the most over guy in the company currently.
Yeah.
Okay. Paul Heyman is over because of Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
And because he cuts fantastic promos.
Yes, he does. So someone, Kayfabe, what was the news site?
Kayfabe News?
Yeah, Kayfabe News posts a story up and it says Paul Heyman sent back to developmental work on mic skills. And that was...
But think about that. It's fantasy booking. But this is how you turn it all around. Because they're obviously booking Taker as a heel. Paul Heyman turns on Brock Lesnar to become the new advocate for the dead man, for the man who cannot be killed. This is something that Paul Heyman could do. The visceral speech pattern of Paul Heyman.
Especially since Taker wouldn't be on TV for a number of weeks. You still have...
Brock Lesnar still has signed dates, which are few and far between, but he doesn't need a mouthpiece. He doesn't need to speak anymore.
No, he just walk out and destroy somebody.
He walks in, F5's a bunch of bitches, stare, suplex, break a table, go home. That's all you need to do. It's like Big Show. What I want to see Big Show do from now on, I want this to be his last match, and I want him to lose. Okay, but I want him to lose gracefully. I don't want him to be in the ring for the decision. I want him to just knock Ryback out and leave. Okay, from now on, whenever anybody is doing a bad promo,
Big Show punches him.
Big Show comes out, punches them, and leaves. I think it would be the greatest thing of all time. And that's all he has to do. Just go out. Whoa. He comes out. He goes up there. Bop. Go home. Go home.
Crack. Bye. All right. Well, that is all we have for the show today. I do want to thank people for tuning in. If you want your chance to win motor tickets, we're gonna do it on Facebook or Twitter. I'm gonna think of something to do.
I told you, find a picture of Lynn and a squirrel, crop them together. Squirrel humping Lynn's face. You win tickets.
All right, real quick, just a quick plugs again.
Far worse than that with Photoshop.
Yeah, SWF Vendetta is on Friday, October 24th. No, I'm sorry, Saturday, October 24th. And takes place in Manahawkin, New Jersey at the Manahawkin Elks Lodge. Tickets are $20. Go check it out. Great event. Main event's the Nasty Boys versus Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Reinforcer, Andrew Anderson. And then after that, the next day,
very next day. If you can't make it to that show on the 25th, you come, or the 24th, you come to us on the 25th. We will give you more action. We will make it less money. We will give you better prizes. And we will have pizza. Okay?
And aside from that, as I've already stated earlier, Disturbed tickets are sold out. You can't get the tickets anymore. But if you come to CZW and NBA present The Memory Remains in Woodbury, New Jersey, we have a 4-pack of tickets, a gift card to any Live Nation show.
Live Nation
what does that mean? Duh. You can go see Disturbed. You know, you cannot beat that with a stick.
Lynn walking around in a little monkey fez hat. It's going to be great.
It keeps changing.
It's going to be fantastic. You don't want to miss it.
You don't.
You are going to see dwarf tossing. You probably won't see that.
What?
But if you want it and you give us enough likes on Facebook, I will find a dwarf. I will have him dress up like the dwarf from Lord of the Rings, and you will toss him.
Wait, really?
No.
All right. Anyway, other plugs. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Verge_radio. Follow me on Facebook at VOS_programming. Like us on Facebook, Verge of Sanity Radio.
Find us on Twitter.
Follow us on Instagram, which again is also Verge_radio. I'm gonna start posting a lot more behind the scenes pictures and stuff like that. You know, get a little more Instagram active, and tons and tons more stuff we're gonna be doing over the next couple weeks and months. So do not fret, my friends. We have a lot more show coming your way next Saturday. Again, I am Lynn Creighton. Across from me is Jimmy the Wolfman Scola. Next week, we hope to have the whole crew back in here again.
We won't.
Because you won't be here. So at that point, it would just be me, Sarah, and Samantha. And but other than that, everybody have a safe and happy weekend. We're almost towards the end of summer. You know, the last of the shore weekends, go to the shore. Have fun. And then once you're at the shore, you're all sunburned and shit.
Have gone.
And once you're all sunburned and whatnot, you know, relax, heal up. And then 25th of October, come see us.
Come see us.
And you can come see us. And also you can come see our friends, a friend, Sarah, who's part of the show, and our friend Amanda, who was one of her friends. And they work with a charity for firefighters and first responders, which is for PTSD. So they're going to be having a lot of stuff to sell as well to get awareness out there for PTSD. So that is all the show we have for you. Be safe, guys. Rock on. We'll see you guys next Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. only on VergeofSanityRadio.com. Bye-bye.